Well, history didn't really repeat itself. Adonis Stevenson proved that he's still on his game, still on his playing field. And Fonfara, he showed that, he couldn't pull off the upset this go round. Adonis Stevenson took him out in 2 rounds. Um, I mean, Fonfara, he took a lot of unnecessary punishment in only 2 rounds. So Virgil Hunter, he made the wise decision to just go ahead and stop the fight. Um, there's not really much to say. The first round, Andreas Fonfara, to me, he started off a little too fast, a little too aggressive. He was trying to press that action already. I don't know if he was trying to, I guess trying to dictate the pace, or trying to show Adonis Stevenson that, hey, I'm fine. The last knockout didn't hurt me. But as he was backing Stevenson up, he just, Stevenson, he's a one-handed puncher, but he was setting that left hand up nicely. Andreas Fonfara, he threw that right hand, and it landed at the same time that Stevenson landed his left hand, and that left hand just like wobbled him really bad, and Stevenson bounced off the ropes and just jumped on him and dropped him in the first round. And the rest of the round, you could tell Fonfara was out of it. I thought they were going to stop it there, like at the end of the bell, like whenever the referee broke him up from that barrage of punches. I thought he was going to stop it, but Fonfara walked back to his corner a little wobbly. Um, Second round, Fonfara just stood straight up. It was like he didn't know what was going on. He just ate like 4 consecutive left hands from Stevenson until finally, uh, Virgil Hunter just stopped it. I mean, yeah, he did the wise thing because Fonfara, he didn't show anything like he did in the first fight. It was almost like he didn't know he was there in that second round. So I really have to say that sometimes like devastating knockouts like the Joe Smith Jr. knockout, it can affect some fighters, but sometimes it can some fighters can just walk through it. Sometimes they'll bounce back and they'll be fine. But for he definitely shows some wear and tear there. Even in the Chad Dawson fight, that was a fight that he won. But if you look back at it, which I did watch that fight Thursday again, and Chad Dawson, he was winning that fight until Fonfara landed the right hand to stop him. And Fonfara, he's a good strong guy, but he's not the best boxer. And I think he's losing his chin now too. He's losing that animal in him to really go in there and go toe to toe with the guy. Stevenson's not a guy you want to go toe to toe with anyway. Stevenson's he's a one-handed puncher, but he knows how to use that left hand really well. There's a lot of guys in the game, that are one-handed punchers. So it doesn't really take away from Stevenson's game. But after the fight, Stevenson talked about he'll fight anybody. He'll step in the ring with whoever Al Heyman puts him in the ring with. But right now people don't want to hear that. They want to hear him call names. Stevenson needs to be in there with Ward Kovalev winner, Sullivan Barrera, Joe Smith Jr. winner, even Aliter Alvarez. Take him on in the meantime till they get their fight settled. Speaking of Aliter Alvarez, Aliter Alvarez, he scored to me it was unanimous decision over John Pascal, but the judges called it. One judge called it a draw, and others had it for Alvarez, so it was a majority decision. But he pretty much, to me, just outskilled Jean Pascal. Jean Pascal just kept fighting in little bursts. He would jump in and kind of leap in kind of awkwardly. And Alvarez, he just controlled it with a really good, stiff, piston-like jab. He just kept hitting Pascal over and over with that jab. So I was really hoping that he would add like a right hand to it or a left hook to maybe take Pascal out of there. But, he just did a smart, disciplined fight. It wasn't the best performance by Alvarez, but it was a very, very controlled performance, and I guess he just wanted to get the win. So, yeah, Adonis Stevenson, he needs to be in there with Alvarez next, then go for the winner of, Sullivan Barrera, Joe Smith Jr., or Ward Kovalev winner. That's who he needs next. Yeah, he's a good fighter, but to prove that he's one of the top light heavyweights. He has to get into that mix. You know, no more waiting. You know, got to go back to calling names out. Like maybe he needs to jump in the ring after the Ward Kovalev winner again. You know, and you know, state how he wants that fight, and they can make it happen. But yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say about those fights this weekend, guys. You know, just go ahead and subscribe to the Fighters Block, and I'll see you guys later.